And welcome into picturesque Lone Peak High School for Game Night Live Rewind's inaugural baseball game here in the 2022 season. Dusty Lister with you today. The Lone Peak Knights taking on the Bingham Miners. Both teams come in with strong seasons. I mean, Lone Peak's already played Riverton 3 times here in the preseason. 6-2 coming in today. Bingham 6-1 on the year out of Region 3. And when you think about the 6A state tournament, that we'll have those championships right here on KSLSports.com, your new home for online championships. These two teams will be figured into that, especially Coach Joey Sato, the legendary head coach of the Bingham Miners, at the helm of Bingham High School. We know that he'll always say that he doesn't know how good his team will be. We know they'll always be in the running. We look at Coach Matt Bezant and the Lone Peak Knights. This is another year for this Lone Peak baseball program. It's been solid, trying to take that next step throughout the year, and it's going to be a lot of fun watching these two teams go together. So the starting pitcher today for the Lone Peak Knights is number 10, Jordan Fry. Fastball, breaking ball, he's going to have to locate. Talking to Coach Bezant before the game, be very, very big. And for Lone Peak in defense, it'll be Crew McChesney in center field, Cade Gamble in left, Jethro Johnson in right. And the infield for the Knights, it'll be Chris Billings at first, Easton Comer at second, Cade Hodson at short, and Max Bateman on third, and is Dane Tenney on the dish. And leading off for the Bingham Miners is number 2, Gage Sunloff, the left fielder. And then John Hatch, the third baseman, on deck, and Maxton Peck, the first baseman, is in the hole. Sun's shining, and we are underway in Game Night Live Rewind's baseball coverage. Hard to believe we're already here. Of course, we covered Lone Peak Knight football and boys and girls basketball. And that's the thing, we're into the spring as that pitch finds the outer part of the plate. We're evened up at 1-1. A 1-1 ripped into right center field, and that's going to get down, and that's extra bases for Sunloff as he's around first in his second, and he'll hold up there, and that is a lead-off double for Sunloff. Pitch found a lot of the plate, and Sunloff roped it into right center field into the gap, and that'll bring up the third baseman, John Hatch. Hatch will take time to remind you that Game Night Live Rewind's coverage brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. Go to utah.law, find the law office nearest you, get a free consultation. Just let them know that Rewind sent you. Again, go to utah.law. Heidemann and Associates, a proud sponsor of Game Night Live Rewind. So that pitch misses up for Jordan Fry. One thing you'll hear from me all year long is for pitchers, you got to get on top, stay on top. Fastball by him, and we're even at 1-1. So if you just joined us, this leadoff double for Gage Sunloff. And the 1-1 hit sharply left side, mishandled it short, picked up and thrown off the line. And here comes Sunloff around third, and he is in for the unearned run on the throwing air, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Miners. No RBI on that one. It'll be a runner on first, no outs, and a 1-0 lead for Bingham.
At the plate for Bingham, number 44, the first baseman, Maxton Peck.
That ball was hit hard enough, and Sunloff was running on contact. He could have had him at third, and maybe got bobbled on that part of it. But it is Maxton Peck now coming to the plate, the first baseman. Fry's breaking ball right back at him. It is a 1-6-3 double play. Nothing coming easy on this one. But either way, that is 2 outs and bases empty. On the double play for
hitting fourth for the
Lone
Miners,
Peak.
the catcher, number 45, Preston Jacobson.
So that'll bring up Preston Jacobson with 2 outs. Fastball finds the zone. Always going to get a pitcher going, get a double play, and get some momentum on the defensive side. See if you can build on the 0-1 count. Fastball on first pitch, breaking ball, misses off the plate. Even at the ball on a strike. And that breaking ball wide. We count now 2 balls and a strike. We'll have a quick conversation with Tenney and Fry. Give us a chance to thank Western Governors University. Game Night Live Rewind supported by Western Governors University. Go to wgu.edu. Make 2022 the year of you. A $2,500 scholarship by going to wgu.edu. Whoa, wide off the. Yeah, he called that a ball. So 3 balls and a strike. Gangel's fastball, and the count now full at 3-2. He didn't call the, yeah, we had a confusion behind the plate. The 2-1, he called it ball, 3-1, so that one's in there for a strike. So count now full at 3-2. I think you're seeing where baseball umpires could learn from softball umpires. Softball always has movements on pitches. So now the payoff pitch, the 3-2 swung on, strike 3. Bingham does put up a crooked number in the top of the first, so the Sunloft leadoff double leads to a run. At the end of the top of the first, it is Bingham 1, Lone Peak 0. You're watching the Game Night Live Rewind, Game of the Week on KSLSports.com.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VIEW.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VIEW.
Bottom of the first inning, Lone Peak coming to the plate. Dusty Lister with you here on a Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week. As you all know, if you follow our show, I'm pride of Carbon County. Good to see one of the best pitchers out of Carbon County here, Travis Cloward. Boyd Maddox, a state championship football player on the Lone Peak state championship team. We'll see if I can twist his arm and get TC to come beat Joe Morgan on the broadcast later on in this one. But 1-0 lead for Bingham as Gage Sunloft with a leadoff double leading to a run. And due up for Lone Peak is going to be Crew McChesney, the center fielder, Jordan Fry, the pitcher, and then Cade Gamble coming up. And on the hill for the Bingham Miners is Rylan Marty. We always know that Coach Sato's going to have very good pitching. This Bingham program, probably the most consistent program in the state of Utah. We always had hot high water marks if you think of the run for Taylorsville for all those years. And then you think of the run at Cottonwood in the early 2000s, early and mid 2000s. And then the great run that they had, the 4 years under Tanner Robles and others. But it has been the consistency. Coach Joey Sato and the Bingham Minor baseball team have been absolutely outstanding. So it'll be fun to watch this matchup today and watch out through the year. So here comes Crew McChesney. We talked about Matt Exclard on the safety on that state championship football team. It was Crew McChesney with the game-winning touchdown. And Crew had such a spectacular year, come back after injury. And of course, you think of Lone Peak sports, two of the names that last names you got to know is the McChesneys and Gambles, especially Lone Peak baseball. And Crew will lead off. Big swing on the breaking ball, and it's a 1-1 count. And the 0-1 off the plate, count out even a 1-1. Ball lifted out of play, and a count out ball and 2 strikes. Hope you're enjoying your Friday. Lots of cars heading out of town. Conference weekend. Always a mess, but hope you're enjoying the beautiful weather today. And the 1-2 pitch up and out of the zone. The count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 breaking ball spoiled. Count remains 2-2. And the payoff off the plate, count out even. Or probably count out full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now the payoff pitch, the 3-2, back up the middle, going to be handled easily at short. And McChesney is retired by Preston English. So 1 away.
For the Knights, number 10, the pitcher, Jordan Fry.
So I'll bring up Jordan Fry, looking to help himself here with 1 away. Pitcher Fry, the starting pitcher for Lone Peak. He'd like to help himself out, get on base. Chop to the left side, and that is fair. No, we call it foul. Go ahead. When you watch things on the angle, it'll be a little slower. So Fry just missing that. The 0-1. Chop back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes here to Fry. Breaking ball and 1 to burn there from Marty. And now the 1-2. Breaking ball up in the zone, misses. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now the 2-2. Misses down. So start to 0-2. The count now full. Well, people going to get a man on board. And now the 3-2. And that one's spoiled. Has to shorten up and stay alive here. Jordan Fry. Again, the 3-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Again, 3 balls, 2 strikes and 1 out. Breaking ball. What was ball 2 is strike 3. And if you want to know what gives a coach absolute heartburn, it is that.
At the plate for Lone Peak, the left fielder, number 20.
That was the exact
Hayden
pitch
Visser.
held off on. That was ball 2. Ring him up, 2 away. Jordan Fry is down on strikes. So, 2 outs, nobody on, and Cade Gamble to the plate. As Cade looks at a fastball in the outer part of the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 bounced. The 1-1, the end, in there for called strike 2. And that one misses. Of course, with Kid Gamble, one of the few players you still got in the state that was part of the Last Chance tournament. It seems like a decade ago, during the middle of COVID, was the only live sporting event in the country. And that pitch foul back to the screen. And the 2-2. Back up the middle, and Gamble's aboard. That'll keep the half the inning alive for the Lone Peak Knights. The 2-out single.
For Lone Peak, the shortstop, number 21.
Stayed right on it.
Hayden
Back through the
Visser.
box. So 2 outs and a runner on first base. That'll bring up the shortstop, Kate Hodson. And Hodson looks at ball 1. I don't imagine Gamble gonna be on move with 2 outs. Try to get him close, playing him up the middle. On the right side, gonna play a little shade to the left. So imagine we're shading to the left, we're gonna pitch Hodson to the inside to get him to pull. Breaking ball, chopped to the left side, handled cleanly. Across the infield from John Hatch, and that'll do it. So at the end of 1 is the Bingham Miners 1, Lone Peak 0. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind. Game of the Week brought to you by Heidemann and Associates.
Through 1.
The top of the second inning, Dusty Litster with you. Is the end of one is Lone Peak, or probably Bingham 1, Lone Peak 0. We get our scoreboard fixed as Preston will get on that. And that ball hit well in the left field. And that ball's drifting back, looking up. And that's gone. Solo shot for Preston Jacobson, the designated hitter. And it is 2-0 Bingham. Absolutely launched that. So the Miners with a 2-0 lead.
At the plate for Bingham, the shortstop, number 9, Matt English.
So that brings Matt English to the plate. So English looks at ball one. Shortstop for Coach Sato. As that one misses up and out. The amazing thing about Coach Sato, not only has he been the head coach for, good grief, decades, he was an assistant coach for a long time as well. And every offseason, get a chance. Usually, this year I didn't get a chance to. Normally, get a chance to talk to him and ask him, hey, how's the team going to be this year? And I don't know. We'll see how good we'll be. And they always make a run. And then you look at his disciples. You got Coach Jay Applegate at Riverton. Was a Bingham minor. Is up all off the plate. And I mentioned Riverton had played Lone Peak 3 times already. They're taking on the defending 6A champ American Fork today at BYU. Is that 3-1 lifted out of play, count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lots of full counts here. And Matt English looks at ball 4. That ball missed down the way. So runner aboard. See if Coach Sato will put pressure on
the
here.
Right fielder, number 24,
pitch misses.
Easton Hardy.
As Easton Hardy, the right fielder, coming to the plate. He's joined us. It was a 1-0 at the end of 1, and then the leadoff man here in the second inning, Preston Jacobson with a solo bomb. As Easton Hardy looks at ball 1. As had him leaning on the pickoff move. Mind you, here in our spring coverage Game Night Live Rewind, Dane Stewart will be taking care of lacrosse and boys soccer. As I'll be taking care of our softball and baseball coverage. It's that pitch in there for called strike 1. Count even a ball and a strike here on Hardy. One misses up, snap to first, not on time. The ball hits the right side handle. Comer bobbles it, but gets it over there on time. Didn't have a shot on the double play anyway. So English will move up. Will advance on the play to the right side. There's a 4-3 put out from Hardy. So a runner at second base.
Second baseman, number 11, Easton Clausen.
With 2 outs. Only first out. So that brings up Easton Clausen, the second baseman. costing the 8-hole hitter a chance to pick up a run. They'll play him to the left side. And that's chopped the left side, taking on the short hop. Across the infield, skip, but on the mark. A nice handle there. Hole in his water by Chris Billings. And now 2 outs. If you're going to throw that ball short across the infield, leave it well short. Get that hop. Some good hands there by Billings. So 2 outs. As I'll bring up Luke Leatherwood. Let's see if Leatherwood's finding his bat. Had an outstanding basketball year. Bingham had such a good run, was a top seed in the 6A basketball tournament, got upset in the quarterfinals. As Westlake played their best game of the year, taking out the Bingham Miners, but Leatherwood, double-digit point average. And he's a center fielder hitting the 9-hole. So runner at second, 2 outs. Fry's pitch in for a called strike. Inside, outside, left, right, always tough to find. Now the 0-1. That one chopped. Comer going to have to sit on that in between. That got there just in time. But again, a crooked number put up by the Bingham Miners on a solo bomb for Preston Jacobson. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, it is Bingham 2, Lone Peak 0. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind. Game of the week. Bottom of the second inning. Dusty Litster with you. Is leading off for Lone Peak is Chris Billings. The ball down the right field line, out of wide and foul. Nearly got the bullpen out there. So Billings will come back. Count 0-2 to Billings. That 0-2 slap to the left side. That's handled cleanly and over on time by Matt English. And Billings retired for the first out.
The ninth, the right fielder, number 5, Jethro Johnson.
So I'll bring up Jethro Johnson. Is that pitch in for a called strike one on Johnson. Again, Rylan Marty, the pitcher for Bingham. Fastball, called strike two. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ball shaft on the left side. And that's a 5-3 put out for John Hatch. And now 2 outs.
At the plate for the Knights, the second baseman, number 24.
You'll always have with Coach Other guys pitch the contact. Got a lot of guys eating up innings, or sorry, eating up pitches. Pitch count will be fairly low. And that'll bring up Easton Comer, second baseman. As that is in for a called strike, and more importantly known as the 2021 6A Pressure Performer of the Year on Game Night Live Rewind, the quarterback of the state champs. The ball fouled off. And again, quickly 0-2. To Comer. And East holds off. And now the 1-2. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So I always tell you guys, be aggressive but not chasing. And now the 2-2. Foul out of play. Will stay right here. Oh, what a great year Easton had. His only year starting quarterback at Lone Peak. Beat Corner Canyon twice and won in the championship game. It's a 2-2 breaking ball back toward the middle. The ball's handled, maybe ball for a moment, but over in time by Matt English. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Lone Peak in the second. We head to the top of the third. Miners lead 2-0. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind, Game of the Week.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time, courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of View.
The top third inning, top of the order for Bingham, as that ball misses up in the zone here to Gage Sunloff. Of course, Sunloff got things started off the right way for Coach Sato with a leadoff double, led to a run in the first inning. As the 1-0 finds the zone, count even and a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 from Fry. The bender finds the zone, 1 ball and 2 strikes. What's that about? Up, down, in, and out. It's now up 1-2. On a nibble here. Going to come up in the zone. Fastball, spray to the left side and down. What a great piece of hitting there by Sunloff. Rounds first, heading into second. That throw will not be on time, and that is another double for Sunloff. And look, Wade Boggs on that one. Trying to locate that ball up and in, and stayed inside the ball, sprayed to the left side, and then is a runner on second base and no outs. And Sunloff with another leadoff double. 2 for 2 on the day. So that will bring up John Hatch. And Hatch lifts this one in the deep left field. That is down all the way to the wall. Sunloff will come around to score. And they're trading spaces. RBI double for John Hatch.
For Bingham at the plate, the first baseman.
How about the day for Gage Sunloff? 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. As Hatch picks up the RBI. Now bring up Maxton Peck. Maxton grounded out into a double play in the first inning. And that's in for a called strike. Of course, his dad, a teacher and assistant coach, an offensive coordinator for a number of years at Bingham. Just the offensive coordinator again this year. Les Hamilton there. He's got a whole new staff as that ball in there for a called strike 2. As Coach Fred Fernandez is going to come join the Bingham staff of Coach Jones, who's taken over for Dave Peck, and Les Hamilton. As Maxton down 0-2, lifts this one into the right field. The ball tailing back toward the line. This can be a sacrifice fly, going to move the runner to third. So good piece of hitting, stay inside that ball. Lifts out into right field. There's one away and a runner on third.
45, Boston Jacobs.
Boston Jacobs will come on. And it's in for a called strike. As Boston went down on strikes to close the first inning in his only plate appearance. He got a big bat behind him. And nice job of keeping that ball in front. Bender gets past him. 0-2, but nice job on the dish there by Tenney. The 0-2 swung through and missed. And out 2 away. So 2 away as Jacobs goes down on strikes, and that'll bring up Preston Jacobson, who had a solo shot back in the second inning. So Jacobson looks at the breaking ball, misses. Umpires will, basketball officials will always enjoy that. The men officials, ones we're not sure on. And now that 1-0 finds his zone, count even at ball and a strike. That ball fouled back to the screen. So ball and 2 strikes to Jacobson. Breaking ball. Ooh, does not get the ring. So the count even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on third. Fastball lifted to the right side. And getting back and making the catch for the third and final out is Jethro Johnson. The consistency is consistent. It is Bingham plating a run, and it is 3-0 Bingham heading to the bottom of the third inning. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind. Game of the week on KSLSports.com, brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. Bottom of the third inning, Dusty Lister with you here at the picturesque Lone Peak High School. New pitcher on the mound for Coach Sato is Maddox Peck. Can come on with a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the third. And leading off is Wade Schultz as he looks at ball 1. 8-9-1 due up here for the Knights and Coach Bezant. 1-0 in for a called strike. Schultz, the designated hitter, hit in place of Max Bateman, the third baseman. Fastball spray to the right side. As that is handled cleanly and over on time by Clausen. And the leadoff man retired.
For the Knights, the catcher, number 15, Dane Tenney.
So now to the 9-hole hitter is Dane Tenney, the catcher. As that misses down and away. Mitchell Peck just coming on for Brown Marty, who threw 2 scoreless innings. And Tenney quickly ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 misses wide, and the count quickly runs 3-0. And that one misses up. So runner aboard as we go to the top of the order. As we'll now go to Crew McChesney.
Lead-off hitter, the center fielder, number 3, Crew McChesney.
Crew ground out his only time at the plate. So runner first, they're going to try to keep him close. Of course, McChesney, the left-handed hitter. He's going to go to hit and run. They're playing him up the middle as well. It's a double play depth up the middle. And it's shallow, 311 down the line. So the right fielder playing more toward the gap as that pitches outside. So 1-0. Sort of understanding the position of the field. I mean, right down the right field line, it comes really short. So the right field going to play more toward the gap. So for Crew to find extra bases, it's going to be down the line. And wide on the right side. So Peck's 1-0 pitch bounces. The count now 2-0. It's a pretty decent hit and run count. 2-0, 2-1. Expecting fastballs. Doesn't like the first two signals, takes the third. Peck, those fastball, called strike. If you saw it 2-1 or 2-0, you probably see it 2-1. Missed on the bender. Comes back to the fastball. So 2-1, 1 out, runner on first. Snap back over and caught him. It'll take a second. So we have a speed up first base as Tenney, the catcher, reached. Reached on the walk. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Sitting red again, 2-1. Snap back over, and a little closer that time. Pretty good move there by Maddox. Again, the 2-1. Fastball hit well. Going to find the grass there in left field, but be held up to a single. Runner will advance to second base. So runners on first and second here for the Knights. First opportunity really today to
For the Knights, the pitcher,
put some pressure on.
10, Jordan Fry.
So that'll bring up Jordan Fry, looking to help his own cause once again. The time run comes to the plate. As Chesney singles to the left side. Fry takes that one on the inner part of the plate. Ball 1. Cade Gamble on deck. As Fry can pick up a run here. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Count even the ball on a strike. Misses up, 2 balls and 1 strike now. 2-1, nowhere to put him. Again, he could be sitting on a fastball here. 2-1 for Fry. And for Peck, you got to locate the pitch. Come inside. Fastball misses in. 3-1. Imagine you got a red light here for Coach Bezant. Unless you trust the stick of Fry, you got a chance to get bases loaded and your best hitter coming to the plate. Little cat and mouse, see if he throws a bender. 3-1 fastball, and green light was on. The count now full. Friday, hate giving up the 3-1. Here we go, full count. So it's like his first at bat. And again, the first at bat called. Strike 3 down and in, and 2 away. Both at bats, full count, called strike 3 on Jordan Fry. So 2 outs and runners on first and second, and that'll bring on Cade Gamble. Single back through the box in his first plate appearance. Foul of the screen. That ball misses up. A ball and a strike here to Campbell. The 1-1 misses down. So 2 balls and a strike. Didn't really know where to put him. Campbell will be looking at straight pitches here. A 2-1 pitch misses inside. Misses out. So pitch around Gamble. The base is now full.
The shortstop, number 21, Hayden Visser.
So Hayden Visser will come to the plate. Let's have a quick chat at the mound. While they do that, we'll take a quick break. If you're watching Game Night Live Rewind, Game of the Week. Welcome back, bases loaded. Cade Hodson comes to the plate and speaks to the first pitch lifted in the right field. Kind of lost it there in the sky. Still haven't found it. That ball is going to get down and it's fair. The ball is fair and it's going to come all the way around, unloading the bases. Now we are tied at 3. It is a bright blue sky, not really a cloud there. Right fielder never saw the ball. I don't know what it mattered. Easton Hardy again playing toward the gap. The ball lands in, and it's a 3 RBI triple.
Learn from that. Learn.
For Hayden Visser. And for Bingham, a run in every inning, undone with one swing of the bat by Hayden Hodson. So that'll bring up Chris Billings as Billings looks at ball one. So Billings with the runner on third, looks at ball two. Ball, little shaft shot in the left center, and that's off the glove. Run will come in. Terrific effort, couldn't pull it in. And another two-out run as Lone Peak in a plate four take a 4-3 lead. Terrific effort by Luke Leatherwood, just come off the glove. And Billings going to get the RBI. That is not an error. So an RBI single for Chris Billings. Lone Peak, plate and four. And they're not done. So runner on first and two outs. Jethro Johnson, the right fielder, comes on. So how about Caden Hodson, a 3 RBI triple, and he's able to come in off the bat of Chris Billings. Johnson grounded out in his only plate appearance. And he sends this one down the right field line as well. Not as much of a tail. Able to read it cleanly and able to get to that in the foul territory for the third out of the inning. But how about the bottom of the third for Lone Peak? Play 4 runs and take a 4-3 lead as we head to the top of the fourth inning. You are watching a Game Night Live Rewind. Game of the week brought to you by Western Governors University. Top of the fourth inning. Matt English leading off as Prime misses on that first pitch. Does he feel like he feels as though, of course, Lone Peak fans feel like he battled that in part of the plate, not getting a call. And that ball hit sharply to the left side, and that's a leadoff single. As Matt English aboard. Bateman's got good hands on the football field. He didn't have a shot at that one.
For Bingham, the right fielder, number 24,
Easton
Hardy.
Easton Hardy with the runner on first. Hardy grounded out to the right side in his only plate appearance. Going to show bunt, snap down to first, and not quite the Javi Lopez snap down. Again, Sean Bunk can try to advance the runner. Nothing there. Ball's now 2, count now 2-0. And See if you take the bunt off here for Coach Sato. Nope, gonna stay on. Pull back, try to slash. Ball right back to us. And out of play. That's the two things, catch it right off the pole. Of all the things you try to do that you can't do is hit the pole, and he does it. Give it to Mark Comer. He didn't flinch either. The ball come right back to us. You know, Easton Comer gets the calm nerves that comes from Dad. Even if he is a Giants fan. The 2-1, that ball chopped to the plate. Yeah, good job by Tenney. Let that ball go. This foul will bring it right back. 2-1 the count. Probably now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. Chop foul, we'll do it again, 2-2. Well, how about it? We have the same crew that ended the last baseball season. Mike Christensen did the 6A championship game with me. I think I've done more baseball games with Mike than almost anybody. We went down to the Sunshine Classic a couple years. Well, my goodness, that was 9 years ago. I'm getting old, Mike.
Time flies.
The 2-2. Chop to the left side. Nice job by Hodson getting to that. Throw to first in time. Got him. Great job there by Hodson. The runner will advance, but a great backhand play by Hodson in time, and so we runner or one away with the runner on second. Take that on the backhand.
For Bingham, number 12.
Across the infield in
Alan
time.
Martinez.
And this ball hit the left side and won't find its way down. So now quickly two-way.
The center fielder at the plate for Bingham, number 17, Luke Leatherwood.
Pitch in there for a called strike. And the snap down, not going to be in time. And that ball at the plate, and that's out number 3. Got to get the head of Brown. As Lone Peak puts up the first 0 of the day on the Bingham Miners. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Lone Peak leads 4-3. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week. Bottom of the fourth inning. Dusty Lister with you here at Lone Peak. The Knights had been trailing until last inning. They were down 3-0, played 4 in the bottom of the third. Now up a run in the bottom of the fourth. And leading off for Lone Peak is Easton Comer. As Easton looks at ball 1. Bingham played a run each of the first 3 innings. The first scoreless inning here in the fourth. As Comer looks at strike 1. And that one misses. Ball on the left side, and that's going to get through the infield. So a leadoff single for Easton Comer. So runner aboard to start the fourth inning. Talk about hitting that one sharply, right on the screws, gets through the infield. So now that'll bring up Wade Schultz, the designated hitter. And that one swung through by Schultz. Schultz grounded out his only plate appearance. Pitch misses up and out. So 0-1 here to Schultz. Now swung through 0-2. We're setting over that, not in time, so count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now one misses, count out 2-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Schultz is down for the first out of the inning.
For the Knights, the catcher, number 15, Dane Tenney.
That'll bring up the catcher, Dane Tenney. So Tenney got things started last inning, walked and scored a run. So Comer on first. And time granted. Remember, umpires, you request timeouts. You don't get timeouts. Interesting, the umpire gave that. That was pretty close, but the umpire's in control here. So no pitch on that one. 1 out, runner on first. And that one misses down. And if you're Lone Peak fan, you know how that one feels. You can grow on both sides, up inner part of the plate, and a little in and out, up and down. A 1-0. Fastball check swing, no. And the umpire at second, yes, he did. I don't know that he really, interesting. I got a good friend of mine that says that he doesn't like that they send it down to the umpire. They should be called plate. Alex Wolf is watching. That's his belief. We've argued that a couple times. Is that one snapped the first? Not in time. So ball and a strike, and now that ball hit well in the right center field, but not going to get well enough. As ranging over, making the plays, Easton Hardy.
For the Knights, the leadoff hitter,
Again, the way this field plays, it was toward the gap. As the shallow fence plays him more to the center, right center field. So that's top of the order. Crew McChesney come up for the third time today. Learned earlier, Crew offered by BYU baseball earlier. You think BYU would be BYU football? I have two brothers that played football at BYU. Crew's destined to play football at BYU, but he'll be playing for Coach Mike Littlewood. Currently, remember during the last chance tournament, we were talking about Fisher Ingersoll. That was his situation at the time. And Fisher now going to go to TCU, go play with Braden Taylor, who is absolutely smashing it for the Horned Frogs. Young man out of Copper Hills, was the freshman of the year in the Big 12. As he's had an outstanding start to the year this year. As Crew looks at strike one. Crew grounded out in the first. Singled and scored last inning. Looks at strike two. I failed to mention John Hatch, the pitcher now for Coach Sato. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs and a runner on first. Got one to burn here, 0-2. And he does, strike 3. So we head to the top of the 5th inning, and it is Lone Peak leading 4-3. You're watching the Game Night Live Rewind game of the week. Top of the 5th inning, and a 1-run lead for Lone Peak is coming in to throw for Coach Bezant. My only knock on the unis right now for Lone Peak. You cannot tell. Can't see the numbers. As that pitch bounced. But he's got we got quite the challenge here. He's off. Well, Chris Billings come from first to pitcher here. And that ball slashed to the left side, handled, going to get over in time. Will is, for the first time today, Sunoff retired. He was 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored, but a 5-3 putout. Handled nicely there at third base by Max Bateman. Or pardon me, that is now, that's Hodson now playing third. We missed the exchanges.
Number 5, Johnny Hatch.
Fry now at short. As Hodson kicks over to third. Bateman, so lose the DH. And see if Bateman got anywhere. They could actually enter Schultz if they wanted to as well. So we'll see the whole changes. Now come to the plate is John Hatch looking at the ball. 2-0 now. Here to Hatch with a runner, or probably with an out. Hatch now the pitcher for Coach Sato looks at strike 1 on the 2-0. So 3 balls and a strike now to Hatch. Ball fouled back to the screen. Hatch in a 2 RBI single back in the third. So the count now full. The 3-2 bounced, and it'll be a runner aboard with 1 out here for the Miners.
For the Miners at the plate, the first baseman, number 44, Maxton.
So I'll bring up Max Peck. They're going to speed up at first. So Logan Timothy, the speed up runner at first base. He's get a first chance to watch the left-hander move to first base. Famously always known as a balk on that throw to first, especially if it works. That ball bounces, going to get back to the screen, so lose the force. So no double play ball available here conventionally. So Peck with the tying run now at second base. So a little consultation, and get a free consultation at our friends at Heidemann Associates. Go to utah.law, get a free consultation, so let them know that Rewind sent you. Again, go to Heidemann Associates, www.utah.law. Find the law office nearest you, and if you can't get to one of his offices, Justin will also do consultation through video chat. And if you want to have an introduction, just hit me up at Dusty Lister on Twitter or Instagram. And I'll be happy to give you an introduction to my good friend Justin Heidemann. As that pitch finds the zone, the count now leave it at 1-1. Maxton yet to reach today. 0 for 2. Bender misses. So the count now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch misses down. Count out 3 balls and 1 strike. Maxton Peck. That 3-1 misses up and out. So now runners on first and second. And that'll bring up Preston Jacobson. That's where your coach should say, hey, nothing hurt.
For the Miners, the catcher, number 45, Preston
Got forces at every base and a chance to get a double play and get out of the inning. But if you're Coach Sato, now an opportunity, the tying run at second to reclaim the lead. And you got some good bats to do it. 2 outs remaining here. 1 out. Runners on first and second. With Preston Jacobson, the catcher, coming to the plate. Corners up, middle's even as that ball is in there for a called strike 1. Jacobs gone down on strikes, but those were at bats against Jordan Fry. The 0-1. Billings bounces the breaking ball, no play at second. Good job by Tenney keeping that ball in front. And now the 1-1 from Billings. That was a foul ball. We'll keep it here. No one gets to advance. So a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 on and 1 out. And that one at the plate. Throw down to third. He's going to get past him, and the tying run going to come around third on the strikeout. So we're tied at 4. So 2 outs, so it'll be runner on second base. With 2 outs. Could just.
For the Miners, number 3, Preston Jacobson.
So that brings up Preston Jacobson, who is 1 for 2 with a homer. As Timothy came in to tie the game up at 4, and that pitch is wide of the plate. So go ahead run at second base. That ball bounced to the screen. Breaking ball has been left short by Billings, and so advances Maxton Peck to third base. So the count 2-0. Got a base open with a good bat here with Jacobs. But you look at the next man up, and Matt English, the shortstop. He's walked and singled today. But Preston Jacobson, we talk about the long ball. His first at bat looks at ball 3. Wouldn't be surprised to see him stay on the outer part of the plate. Homer doesn't score a run, or probably a walk doesn't score a run. The 3-0 in there for a called strike 1. I think you stay there if you're Coach Bezant. See if you can't take his power away on the outer part of the plate. If you're Jacobson, shortening the swing. Outer part of the plate, strike 2. Come right back, 3-0, 3-2. Homer went to left. You did fly out to right his last time up. So full count, 2 outs, runner on third. And that one misses down, and it walks him. So runners on the corners.
For the Miners at the plate, number 9.
So I'll bring up Matt English, the shortstop. So Jacobson, not much speed on first base. Sometimes you get these runners on the corners back in the day, old Taylorsville baseball. They loved having first and third situations. That one in there for a called strike. Again, the go-ahead run at third. The 0-1 bounced. Breaking ball just not there today here for Billings. So 1-1, 2 outs and runners on the corners. Fastball past him. As much as the breaking ball has been inconsistent, the fastball has been located. So ball and 2 strikes. I dare say he's going up and out. He does. That spoiled. Good job at the plate here by Matt English. Able to get to that pitch to foul it off. Maybe go down the way this time. So the up, down, in and out. And come in. Runner goes, going to give up second base and not going to get that call on the inner part of the plate. Has been the argued pitch location on both sides. So 2-2 as the runner advances to second. So 2 ducks as Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. Going to come back to the coffin part of the plate, and this ball's fouled away by English. Talk about aggressive, not chasing, but he stayed short. Fouled off 2 very tough pitches for strike 3. Able to foul them both away. So great at bat here by the English. So we'll do it again, 2-2. Fastball fouled off again. And this is where for Billings, he's got to dig in here and see if he can find the bender and get it in the zone. I think he's a little bit nervous, doesn't want to bounce it, give up the go-ahead run. He's got to be able to throw it for a strike in this situation, 2-2. Can't get the fastball by 9. You've got to jelly leg him with the breaking ball. The 2-2 misses. So the count full. Base open and Easton Hardy on deck. Payoff pitch lifted into center field. Gamble's going to come over, and the threat is over, but we are tied at 4 as Bingham able to play the run on an error as we head to the the bottom of the 5th inning. All tied up at 4. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind, Game of the Week on KSLSports.com.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time, courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VIEW.
Welcome back. If we missed that there, we're going to have a consultation here. We had a breaking ball on pitch 1 here to Fry, and he's saying, hey, you got my jersey. I don't know, you had a clear look at that. Yeah, if you don't see it, you can't call it. So Fry will come at the plate. 1-0 the count. As we are tied up at 4 in the bottom of the 5th. And that one got him, no doubt about that one. Don't need to consult on that one. Here's what I tell anybody. You don't see it, you don't want an umpire's calling it. If neither umpire has it, there's not much you can be able to do about it. So Fry takes first, and now coming to the plate for Lone Peak is Cade Gamble. Cade singled in the first, walked and scored in the third, that 4-run third. It's now a runner on first and a chance to move a runner. He looks at ball 1. Never want to overstate early games, but these are things you get used to getting you ready for Region 4 play if you're Lone Peak, and Region 3 play for Bingham, because Bingham and Riverton will be spending some time with those ballparks in Region play as they'll be getting their series going. That's in there for called strike 1. These those situations, end game situations. You get the final 3 innings, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Understanding the game, making good plays. But it's clutch opportunities like this here for Gamble at the plate, and also for Hatch on the mound. Locating pitches if you're the pitcher, not giving in. But for Gamble, holding your water, get yourself into a hitter's count, and doing your job at the plate. Fry away from first. And Gamble looks at ball 2. Two balls and a strike. And try to pitch him away. Breaking ball misses. And again, that has been the argued corner. So Gamble can sit dead red, 3-1. Just 3-11 down the right field line. A 3-1 pitch, misses wide. So Gamble will walk, and there'll be runners on first and second and no outs. Situational baseball on both sides here. One thing I'll tell you all the time, walks and errors. So you'll start this inning with 2 walks. I was always with my coaching mentor, Jeff Cisneros, and we would coach together. And I said we had a hit batsman. He goes, a hit batsman's a walk. Of course, Jeff, the head coach at Carbon High School, been a longtime head coach of Help American Legion. And yeah, I coached together for 7 years. But that will bring up Kate Hodson. Hodson had the big at bat back in the third at a 3 RBI triple. They're playing him closer to the line on this one. Hodson squares around as Hodson looks at strike 1. A lot of times, I don't know that you take the bat out of Hodson's hand here, but a lot of times you want to see the movement of the Bingham defense. Corners in, middle's playing double play depth, looks at ball 1. So again, no outs, runners on first and second. Kate Hodson moved over to third base. When Fry moved from pitcher to back to short. And now the 1-1. Wide of the plate. The count now 2 balls and a strike. Really nowhere to put Hodson. 2-1. They've been looking a lot of fastball here. The 2-1. And that one misses down, so the count now runs 3 balls and a strike. Coach Besant telling me he's going to be on a tee. Oh, so guys, 3-1 in a situation like this, you better not get fooled. 3-1, sitting dead red. Loading up that back leg. Hatch comes back and finds his own. Much rather watch him take strike 2 than chop out on that. So the count now full. And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball misses up. It's now bases loaded and no outs. As Bingham will come out for a consultation. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VU.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VU.
Bases loaded, no outs. Is Kate Hodson. Draws a walk. And it's now Chris Billings, who's now on the hill for Coach Besant. The chance to give Lone Peak the lead back. And the first pitch fouls that back to the screen. Billings is the pitcher of record at the moment. This ball hits sharply, and that one's through. 1 run comes in to hold them up. And Lone Peak reclaims the lead on the RBI single and the second RBI of the day for Billings.
For Lone Peak, number 5, Jethro Johnson.
So that brings up Jethro Johnson. So no outs and bases loaded. As Jethro Johnson, the right fielder, comes on. Johnson yet to reach today. Misses that one down the way. And now the 1-0. Breaking ball, called strike. So if you're Bingham and take everything coming to the plate, and this one up the middle, you don't roll it there, but it's going to be hit back up through the middle. That one's getting down. 1 run comes in. Here comes a second. And 2-run single for Jethro Johnson. The Knights now at the 7-4 lead. As that will bring up Easton Comer with the runners on first and second, and no outs. Comer 1 for 2 today with the single. Single last inning, hit a rocket to lead off the fourth through the left side of the infield. Now could pick up another run as there's a runner in scoring position at second. So Minor's still going to play. Well, first up. Double play depth up the middle. Play in front of the runner at first. Nothing you love more as a coach than you take the time out. You got to reset everything. Comer shows bunt, pulls, strike one. Again, it could be show. We want to see the coverage. So crashing from the right side. And now the got corners up. Double play depth up the middle. Take two if you can get it there. So Peck will crash from first. Comer kills out in there. Going to cover from second. And the throw is off. No, bobbled and no. Umpire hasn't called it. Now I called him out, say it was on the transfer. The run will come in during the discussion, but they're going to say it was on the transfer. Umpire had to play that one in his mind, but the run does come in 8-4. The lead currently one away. Bezin going to come out to have a conversation with the umpire, but right now it is runner at third and one away, and an 8-4 lead here for Lone Peak. The force play at first always a little different when you have a mishandled on the coverage.
For the Knights at the plate, number 27, Wade Scholl.
I was interested to see how the umpire was going to handle that, but he's saying it was on the transfer. So the sacrifice there for Comer. Going to bring in the run. Won't be an RBI because he took it on the throw. But 4 runs in the bottom of the fifth inning on the 2-4 putout. And a 2-0 count to Wade Schultz, a designated hitter. Pardon me, sorry, a designated hitter. Big swing there from Schultz. The count now 0. Count now 2-1. Tenney on deck. That one fouled out of play to count now even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on third. That one again spoiled out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. And that one misses. The count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Schultz. Grounded out, struck out. His only plate appearances today. Payoff pitch misses wide, and Schultz will put runners on the corners. As there will be a pitching change as Coach Sada will come out to lift Hatch. So we'll come back. Runners on the corners and 1 out. Lone Peak leads 8-4. So welcome back as Dane Tenney comes to the plate. 1 out, runners on the corners. As Bridger Slade on the bump for Coach Sato. Misses that one inside to count out 1-0. Tenney on the day walked and scored in the third. Flew out to right. Back in the fourth. That one misses up. 2-0. That one fouled out of play. Count out 2 balls and a strike. Hit on the screws to center. Ball's carrying and then handled there by Leatherwood, but it'll be a sacrifice fly. As coming in to score is Jethro Johnson. So Jethro picks up the 2 RBI single and then comes in on the sacrifice fly. And it is now 9-4.
For
Lone Peak.
Hitter, number 3, Crew McChesney.
As Crew McChesney will come to the plate. The runner on first and 2 outs. And that one bounced, throw to second, not in time. So Wade Schultz, well, the speed up runner rather, can take that one. So there'll be a runner on second. And 2 outs for Crew McChesney. Quiet day from the plate. Well, say that. He singled and scored in the fourth. That ball not into the outfield enough to advance the runner. Mr. Crew 1 for 3 with the run scored. Now with the chance to pick up an RBI. I went in there for a called strike. It's a count even at 1-1. And nobody home there at second on the pickoff for Bridger Slade. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner scoring position is this one from McChesney. Into center, right center field, going to get down. Leatherwood couldn't take that one, and it will be an RBI double. McChesney, actually your RBI triple for Crew McChesney. You see the speed, that is a stand-up triple on a ball hit to right center field. It didn't even get to the wall, didn't get to the warning track. And it's now 10-4, Lone Peak.
For the night, number 10, Jordan Fry.
Now bring up Jordan Fry, who started the inning, and that ball bounced as McChesney going to come in on the wild pitch. And now 11-4 Knights. And a ball fouled. Dugout was still celebrating Crew McChesney.
Being April 1st, Lone Peak's not fooling around.
Mike Christensen always comes in with the gems, and you probably heard that one on the live mic.
couldn't resist that one.
Yeah. That one, breaking ball misses. Of course, it was Mike Christensen who came up with the big B for Bryson Bailey during basketball. This one hit sharp, or hit well to the left. Actually, didn't carry as well as you thought off the bat. And that'll do it for the bottom of the fifth inning, but in the 7-run fifth for Lone Peak. The Knights lead 11-4 as we get to the top of the sixth. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind, Game of the Week. Top of the sixth inning is Lone Peak leading. And at the plate for Bingham is Easton Hardy. And Hardy swings and misses on that one to count out 0-2. And you think of the change, the half inning, Jacobson with the chance to, or pardon me, Matt English rather, with the chance to extend a lead or give a lead to Bingham, 4-4. Wasn't able to come through with it, and you come back here at the bottom of the, or pardon me, top of the sixth rather. It trailed by 7 runs. It was a 7-run bottom of the fifth for Lone Peak. Is that breaking ball there for Billings? Drop third strike, throw down to first in time, and Hardy retired for the first out of the inning. So let's see if people can help us out real quick. We had a, I believe it's a house key just brought to us, 435, and it says, please return 435-559-2971. Please text me until I answer you. So if you guys can help me out real quick, 435-559-2971. Let them know that a house key was dropped. Let's see if we can get the ticker up there. But if you text again, 435-559-2971. Well, I'm in the middle of the broadcast. Can't quite text him. Let them know that they've left their house key here at Lone Peak High School. So 0-2 the count. And that one bounced. And 1-2. So the 1-2 breaking ball swung on. Strike 3 for the second out of the inning. As Easton Clausen goes down. So again,
for Bingham, at the plate, number 17, Luke Leatherwood.
So now 2 outs. I'll bring up Luke Leatherwood as that breaking ball misses again. We just had a house key brought to us that someone dropped. 435-559-2971. It says text me if you find my key. 435-559-2971. So Leatherwood on the day, 0 for 1. Probably 0 for 2. Is that one wide at 3-0? Here on Leatherwood. And that one called strike one. You always enjoy those as a hitter. That's where you learn the character of your players and they don't smart off after that. That's a frustrating deal. Leatherwood fouls that one out of play. We're back to the screen, so full count here on Leatherwood. Chops this one to short. Taking on the hop, and in time for the third out of the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning on a great put out by Jordan Fry as we head to the bottom of the sixth. It's 11-4 Lone Peak. Bottom of the sixth inning. Dusty Litster with you. As leading off the inning for the Lone Peak Knights is Cade Gamble. And Gamble hits this one right back through the box into center field. That's a leadoff single for Gamble. So it was a slow start. Lone Peak fell behind this game, or I should rather say Bingham took a 3-0 lead through 3 innings. The top of the third, I should say. And then in the bottom of the third, Lone Peak scored 4 to take the lead. Bingham tied us up at 4, and in the bottom of the 5th inning, 7 runs for Lone Peak. And as that ball sent in the center, and a lot of topspin thrown to second, not in time to get the speedy Gamble. So runners on first and second. Yes, come to the plate now is Billings. And really more interestingly here, Billings would be the game-ending run. Runners on first and second. Breaking ball in for a called strike. As that one misses. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, Bender. That was a big game-ending attempting swing. Taking on that one. Swung through and missed. Pitcher now on for Coach Sato is number 19. That is Hayden Visser. So Visser comes set. That one misses wide. The count now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch sent the short. 6-4-3 double play. So runner will advance to third. But the double play turned by Bingham. So that will bring up Jethro Johnson with the runner on third. Johnson looks at that one up in the zone. Count now 1-1. Johnson had the 2 RBI single last inning. As that one bounced to the plate. Count now 2-1. The right fielder. Breaking ball again in there for a called strike 2. A 2-2 to the left side. That ball handled cleanly and then sent over for the third out of the inning. Play there by Matt English, and that'll do it as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Last chance time here for Bingham. 11-4, Lone Peak leads. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind on KSLSports.com. Top of the 7th inning. Gage Sunloff, the leadoff man. Fouls that one a play. We almost had a car on that one. But last chance here for Coach Sato's Miners. That one bounced to the plate. A 1-1 bounced. 2-1. Now hit to the right side. Mishandled there at second base, so Sun off the board on the error.
For the Miners, at the plate, number 5, Johnny Hatch.
So I'll bring up John Hatch. And that one lifted into center field. On comes Gamble. Mercy, it almost came all the way back into second. Gamble comes all the way in and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
For Bingham, at the plate, the first baseman, number
Oh, probably that's Crew McChesney.
Maxton Peck.
I didn't see all the changes. That's why we sit by Comers. They're always on top of it. They know where everybody is. Certainly, you see why Easton is so calm. It's actually not Dad, it's Mom. She's on it. Detailed. So coming to play now is Max Peck. Now one wide of the plate. Count out 1-0. Now one wide of the plate. Counting out 2 balls and no strikes. Sent over to first, not in time. And that one up and out. So runner on first, 3-0 count, 1 out. Fastball in for a called strike. And strike 2. So full count, the runner on first and 1 out. Payoff pitch, swung through and missed for out number 2. So last out here for Bingham. And that'll bring up, we got a pinch hitter coming up. So coming to the plate now is number 16, Andrew Dabo.
For Bingham, at the plate, number 16, Andrew Dabo.
I'm saying Dabo. We'll go Dabo. Dabo. Sweeney, so we'll go Dabo. So 2 outs and a runner on first. And that went up and off the plate. One ball, no strikes. Ball fouled out of play. Count even a 1-1. And the 1-1 breaking ball misses up. So 2 balls and a strike to Dabo. And final out opportunity here. And that's in there for a called strike 2. 2 balls and a strike. And that one up. The count now full. 3-2. That ball lifted out of play. So we'll do it again. Full count. Pitch misses wide. Ball 4. So a walk keeps the inning alive for the Miners. So that'll bring up Preston Jacobson.
Bingham, number 3, Preston Jacobson.
Jacobson's first at bat today, hit a home run. 1 for 2. 1 for 2 on the day. As he reached again on a walk as he looks at strike 1. Fastball misses up. Count even at a ball and a strike. Breaking ball. Jelly legged him and swung through. Trying to hold on that. Just couldn't hold off. It's now down to the final out. Or probably final strike. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. And holds off on the breaking ball. Breaking ball again, left side. Handled, and that'll do it. Down 3-0 was Lone Peak in the 3rd inning. They come back to take this one 11-4 and improve the record 7-2 on the year. The 2 teams we know will be in the mix in the 6A state tournament. Again, our final score, it'll be Lone Peak 11 and Bingham 4. Our Heinemann Associates Player of the Game is a tough one to go with. I mean, I'd love to go to Kate Hodson, who came up with a big 3 RBI triple to tie the game at 3. But I thought from there it was Chris Billings had the go-ahead RBI single. And also ended up with an RBI and a run scored in the 5th and came on to pitch and is the winning pitcher of record. So we're going to go with Chris Billings. Again, our final score, Lone Peak 11, Bingham 4. Player of the game, Chris Billings. For Mike Christensen, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching Game Night Live Rewind's Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. Got you all the way through the 6A championship game, your new home for high school state tournaments online. KSLSports.com, brought to you by Heinemann Associates and supported by Western Governors University.